Hey, 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 hi, hey, hey, hi. When I'm in a being slightly late contest and my opponent Kiri hasn't shown up yet. It really be like that. Hey, hi, hi. Hello, Zara. Hello, Oris. Welcome in. Um, I was already like a couple minutes late, and then I was like fumbling to get stream set up because whenever I do a drawing stream or a stream with my tablet, I can't also have my mouse connected because I don't have enough. Ooh, I don't have enough USB ports. Oh, I just almost dropped my stylus on the floor. So I have to disconnect my mouse because it's a USB mouse. And then I was like, okay, I disconnected my mouse and I connected my tablet, but then I was like, wait, where's the USB for my mouse so I can plug it back in after stream? Where'd it go? Oh my god, it disappeared into the ether. Like, I was like looking all over my desk for it. Like, where is it? Where did it go? I just had it. I hope I didn't drop it. And I found it was just sitting on top of my computer, but because I was looking on my desk space and not on my computer, I wasn't seeing it. Like on my keyboard. So, they call him a boy failure the way he is a boy and always fails. Yeah, makes sense. Checks out. Let me see. When I came in second place on a being based competition, but Kiri forfeited by being late. The fumbler. Fumboy, if you will. I don't know. Maybe I shall. Mayhaps I shall. Let me get set up here. Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? Welcome, everyone. Oh, I was turning on my computer to get ready for stream, and like as the computer was booting up, someone started like mowing the grass outside. And thank God I have the filters on my mic so you can't hear them, but I can hear them. So if I'm like slightly distracted or overstimulated, that's why. You might be able to hear a little bit if they get particularly loud, but they are. Can you hear that? They're like mowing the grass outside. So that's great. Ad time. Enjoy your ads. Mayhaps Kiri will partake in a whittle fumbling. Just a whittle. Just a will bit. I always think of Willow Pill. The way RuPaul would always be like, a will pill. A will pill. Oh, they're gonna be driving me crazy out there. It was literally, they started as I was turning on the computer. It wasn't like they were already going and then I turned it on. Like, they knew. They knew that I wanted to stream today, and they were like, we're just gonna annoy him the whole time. But it's okay. It's fine. We'll survive. Welcome, everyone. You know, considering how late I was last week, I'm practically on time, you know? What was that, like 5 minutes late? Don't actually tell me, I don't want to. It was probably like 5 minutes late. But last week I was almost an hour late like twice, so I'll count this as a win. Here, let me hydrate really quick. Oh, the lid is being funky. We are so back. Hell yeah, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed your ads. Did you get any weird ones? Whew. I will probably also have to pull up Pinterest again on my computer. A little bit of Pinterest. Because I have some ideas for this character design, but not too many. So, we'll see. In Germany, grass just wilts whenever one of us draws near, so we have no need to mow the lawn. Man, I'm jealous. I got the dank donut one. What? Which one is that? The dank donut? Weed? A drug? Oh my goodness. My whole brain is like shutting down. Oh my gosh. Dankin' donuts. Oh gosh. Donkler donuts. Bro. Here, let me switch so you can see what I'm doing over here. So last time, oh, not this screen, this screen. Last time we did an art stream, I was working on the fairy design. I'm still not done with that one. This is about where it's at. I'm still working on it. Not 100% on it yet. The neck fur is a sticking point for me. I'm not sure if I want to keep it or not because it's looking weird, but I don't know how to make it look better, so I might just remove it and do something else. Not sure, but that's how the anatomy is looking at least. Funky little guy. Meow. Hey, Jack How. How are you? Welcome back. But today I wanted to go ahead and work on the prince a little bit, because creature. Yes, because I don't have that many ideas for him, so I was looking at some quick, like, Pinterest roughs. Can you hear that? Oh, you really can't hear it at all. At least in OBS it shows that you can't hear it, so I don't know. Big watermelon crushing thighs. What was I saying? I don't have that many ideas for the prince, to be honest. So we're gonna have to see, like, what I want to do with him. Hold on, I have to create a drawing guide. I always forget to do this. I think I just want him to be, like, a generic, like, cute prince. The only thing that's gonna be important is, for this design, it's gonna be, like, a self-insert character for a dating sim. And so I'm pretty sure what I want to do is create a design where you can mix and match different, like, hair and skin tones. So you can, it would probably be like a blonde, brown, black hair, and then like light skin tone, mid skin tone, dark skin tone, and you can combine any of those together. So you could do like blonde hair and like darkest skin tone together if you want to be funky and cute with it. Add red hair too. Ooh, that's a good idea. Like ginger. Because the only thing with that is I'm gonna have to be careful when I'm designing his color scheme to make sure that it doesn't clash with any of those options. That's the only thing. Because hold on. I'm just looking at I'm looking at everything in total, right? Because like I mentioned, all the characters have their own, like, color coding. So we have the unicorn who's purple with pops of yellow. The fairy who's, I'm not sure if they're going to be primarily pink or primarily green. I want to say primarily pink with pops of green. We have the mermaid who's going to be like all shades of blue. Like ranging from like a deep blue to like a turquoise, like different shades and hues of blue. And we're going to have the dragon who's going to be like oranges and maybe a little bit of yellow, but with like orange with like everything from black, gray, white, all of that to look like fire and smoke. And I think I want the prince ideally to be mostly primary colors, because that's very princely to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, red, blue, and yellow is very princely to me. But we do already have a blue character and a character with yellow accents, so I don't want to step on their toes too much. So basically what I'm saying is the prince is mostly going to be red with, like, gold and, like, princely colors, if that makes sense. And when I'm designing him, I'm gonna have to make sure that his amount of contrast makes sense, and the colors that I'm using make sense with all of those different hair and skin tone options, basically. Honestly, looking at anime butch lesbians is your best bet. So true. I was looking up some OG fashion, but I don't think I want to go necessarily in the OG fashion route specifically, because a lot of OG fashion uses, like, shorts, and I definitely don't want to do shorts. I want to do, like, long pants. Although, I think anime butch lesbians, they usually wear, like, long pressed pants, right? Like, I'm thinking of, like, Utena. She has long pants, right? That fairy looks like the kind of guy to drink honey while using a giant leaf as a hammock. Hell yeah. Hello, Raw. Welcome back. How are you? How is everyone doing today? But yeah, so I was looking up some references for the clothing style. I might just do, like, a really quick, like, thumbnail sketch just to see what I'm thinking, because I liked the outfits where they had, like, a cinched waist with, like, a belt here, and then they had sort of like not a skirt, but do you know what I mean, where, like, the top kind of continues, and then, like, here's the crotch line, and then they have, like, long pants. I like this sort of princely silhouette with, like, the pressed pants. Can you see that? And then I liked the tall boots that have, like, I'm calling them collars. I know that's probably not what they're called, but it looks like a collar, and I want that to literally mimic, like, the shape of his high collar. I think that would be really cute. Something like that. And then, like, boots. Boots with the fur. Apple bottom jeans. So we're gonna go for something kind of like that, and then I also like, oh, thank you so much for the bits, Crystal Cavern Cafe, welcome back, how are you? You're amazing, keep up the great work, thank you, you are so sweet. Oh, I appreciate you so much. Ross says, I'm good, I've been shiny hunting in Pokemon ZA, ooh, nice. Have you caught anything yet? Dude, I love shiny hunting, but I don't want to get ZA, but I have, what was it? Sword and Shield? I think I have one of those games. I don't remember which one right now. And, sorry, I'm going to play with a couple different silhouettes here. And I never ended up catching a shiny, but I was, like, shiny hunting before I started the game, like, on the first route, trying to get a shiny to play with. And I never got one, so I never played more. So maybe I could shiny hunt on stream or something. That could be fun. We could, like, start a new playthrough. Sorry, I'm playing. I have a shiny Alpha Gardevoir. Nice. Hello, Mr. Boy. Hello, Lil Toucan. Everyone's here. This is literally the Smash Bros. Of streams. Full of jelly beans. There's two wolves in me, one that wants to buy Legends DA and one that doesn't. I'm exactly the same way. That's how I feel. Because, like, it looks fun. That's the thing. Everyone says that it's fun, but it looks, unrendered and unfinished. I also saw... Oh, I don't think I shared... Did I share that design option for the unicorn? Maybe I did. There was an option that I did for the unicorn... Like a really early design. I didn't end up rendering it. Let me find it. It was one of these. I think it was this one. Here we go. Let me hide all of this. If I can, gosh. Okay. The eyes are just like hovering, bro. Hold on. I just wanna see this. Okay, there we go. So this was an early outfit design option for the unicorn. You can see that the bottoms ended up the same, but the top is really where the differences are. And I had this idea for... Sorry, I just saw something in chat and I'm like, what? They got a beautiful black queen and her white slave? What are we talking about? In the Pokemon game? What? I gave up on modern Pokemon. I only play Pixelmon now like a real gamer. I gotta go in 30 minutes though. That's okay, little Toucan. I still appreciate you being here for as long as you're able. It's like the only thing I know about Legends ZA at the moment. I have not heard about this. Am I crazy? I know there's like a really gorgeous black girl with like the pastel purple that honestly kind of resembles my unicorn design and color scheme, and I'm like, whoa, what a coinky dink. But does she have like a white like man that she like controls? Is that what we're talking about? She has a slave? What do you mean she has a... She's a woman. Well, she is a woman, yes. I know it's a girl. Her name's like Jacinth, right? Is that who y'all are talking about? Oh, the slave is a woman. Diversity win! What are we talking about? Oh my god. Oh my god. What are we talking about? Honestly, I would prefer if it was a man. If it was a white man. And we had to, like, we got to tell him to screw off. Hold on, how do I block this person? Ew, bot. Do you have a Discord server? No, but I should make one. People keep asking me. Hold on, how do I mod this guy? Not mod, like make him a mod, but like how do I... Ban. Ha! Hit him with the ban hammer. There we go. We are your little Kirilings. You really are. Dude, oh my god, I'm so distracted. I haven't done a thing in this stream yet. I keep trying to think of like mascot names. Do y'all just want to be my Kirilings? It gives the same vibe as like, I don't know, like Tenna, or not Tenna, Spanton and his Pippus. That's the vibe that like Kirilings gives me. My little Kirilings. From my limited knowledge, she beat the slave in a battle and she became her servant. What? Servant for life? What the hell? What is Pokemon doing? Kiri's Kiwis. Kirigay. I would love to be in your Discord server if you made one. Should I just make a Discord server right now? I would have to set it up. But if y'all are interested, I can try and make one after stream. And then I'll send the link in chat next time. Yes, please. Yeah, I can make a server. I can help you if you want. I've made a server before. I was like, if I do it on stream, it's gonna be like really scrambly, but if I have time to do it after stream, I think I can make it semi-nice. Make a dev zone channel? Yeah, I will definitely have to, so people can share like their game dev stuff. That would be fun. Yeah, we can do that. Scramble. I think there's also an option on Twitch, where like, once you subscribe, you can get access to like a sub-only Discord channel or something. Or it might only be for like a server, maybe not for a specific channel in a server. I'm not sure how that works. But I remember seeing it when I was setting up subs. You should make an art channel. Yeah! Yeah, I'll probably have like a channel for like general art, a channel for game dev stuff, like for sharing stuff you're proud of, and then maybe also a channel for asking game dev questions, like programming questions and stuff, or if you just need like advice about game dev stuff. Which honestly, if you need advice, I can definitely recommend, at least for my visual novel people, the VN Dev server, because they're gonna know more than me, but you get a role specific channel, you get a role and you can make it access channels. Okay, sick. Yeah, I might set that up. Did the Bugman come out well? I'm still working on him. He's not quite done, but I can show you really quick. Memes channel. Metal Gear Solid. I don't even play Metal Gear Solid, should I? Really quick, what I was gonna say is that, in this design I have, like, a flowy shirt and then, like, a structured layer on top of that, and I was thinking, since I didn't end up doing that for the unicorn, I might do that for the prince, because I do like that option. Then I might do, like, I saw this reference on Pinterest that it had, like, a half-layered, like, sleeve here, and I thought that was fun. And then this part is, like, a different texture or a different color. You know, but I don't want his silhouette to look too similar to the unicorn, so I probably won't do, like, a puffy shirt like that, but at least, like, having a different layer here. I think in the reference this was actually lacy, which is interesting. I'm not gonna do that, but when Pokemon, hold on, you got auto-modded. When Pokemon gives a black woman a white slave heart, when Hasbin gives a white woman a black male slave throwing up emoji, yeah, that was, I've been seeing that on Twitter, and I don't know the full context because I refuse to watch Hasbin, but if that's, like, as bad as people are saying, like, holy shit. Like, holy shit, that's so bad. You should make a role for people called Kirilings. Yeah, no, apparently it has been, so I've known that Alistair is, like, supposedly a black man from New Orleans, but, you know, between you and me, I think the only reason that lore was, like, canonized is because people were saying that Vivzy was just using voodoo and slapping it on a character without considering the cultural implications, and so she like backtracked and made him black. And now in the new season, apparently they're like going into his backstory and lore of when he was alive, which is cool because, you know, we get to see his human design, and honestly I like that design better than his hell design. But then also he's a slave to a white woman when he's in hell now, so that's crazy. Not he was a slave, but he is now that he's in hell. But if you consider the fact that he was a black man when he was alive, that's fucking crazy. That's my understanding of the situation. Which again, that might be wrong because I haven't watched it for myself. But that's what I understood from the Twitter threads. Has been more like has been. They could have fixed it by making Rosie black. They could have fixed it by not doing that. That show is crazy. It really is. It really is. It's insane. It's a hot mess. Oh, and I also wanted, sorry. I was also thinking, as long as we're going with this, like, collar thing, we could also have, like, cuffs on the sleeves that kind of go with that. You know, his shoulders would not be quite that wide, but, you know. Oh, and then also, I saw that a lot of Prince designs have, well, first of all, a lot of them have, like, cool capes. I like a cape. But more importantly, a lot of Prince designs have, like, a sword on the hip, and I like that. But then I was also seeing, I love when OG fashion and, like, Prince designs have, like, a cool-ass cane. And obviously it's for aesthetics, but, like, as a sometimes cane user, I was like, I should give this guy a cane. And also I should give this guy a sword cane, because those are cool as hell. So that's an option. That's an option. He could be disabled and use a sword cane just for the shits and giggles. That would be so fun. I also like, which predictable, you can tell by my design that I like when things are off the shoulder. I like when they have like the cape falling off one side, like they only have it over one arm and the other side is like falling. That's kind of fun for like the asymmetry of it all. But I'm not sure if I'll go with that necessarily. Rapier, basically, yeah. Has-been offends me because I like the color red, but Jesus fucking Christ, Vivzy. Yeah, there's so many problems with that show. I can't. I really can't with it. I've watched, Mepedy's redesigns, specifically the newest one, like, a million times. But I don't think I will ever watch the show. I'm pretty sure I watched the pilot when it first came out. I think I did sit down and watch that. But I refuse to watch, like, the proper show. I'm like, no. Everything I've heard is just god-awful. I don't watch it because I'm only attracted to fat and buff men. Period. Slay. Like, hell yeah. Yeah, just the character designs in that show and the... It's a lot. It's a lot. BRB, no worries, Raw. Yeah, let me look at some references really quick and get some ideas here. Where are my boards? Pinterest, why do you work like this? Pinterest, why do you work like this? Where are my boards? I'm so used to the mobile version because I always see it on my tablet, but not on my laptop. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Ooh, we do have, okay, so I was looking at, we have a lot of, like, diagonal stuff like this with a sash. We also have diagonal stuff where it's just like the buttons go diagonal like this, which is kind of like what I did for Chiyu, if I remember correctly. Chiyu's design, she has like this, or is it like this? Now I don't remember. But yeah, I'm seeing some diagonal stuff that could be fun to play into. I'm seeing cropped jackets, which I'm into. I think I did that for my butler design, but I'm gonna change that anyway. Who cares? Yeah, this will probably be like a high collar. That's nice. I don't know. Something. Let me see. We also have... Because I have a lot of characters that have, like, the collar, like, low here. I mean, you can literally look at my PNG tuber. That's normally how I draw collars. But, we could do a high collar like this. We could do a high collar like this, like a little curve there, and it meets in the middle. There's a lot of options for different silhouettes. Because that's the other thing is, I haven't finished designing the fairies' clothes, obviously, but I don't want everyone to look too samey. I want like different clothing styles for each character when you put them in a lineup. What if you make the butler just an animal like Von Lycaon? I'm not sure how to say that name. That's from ZZZ, if I remember correctly. That could be an option, maybe? My thing for my butler game, right? I want the world to be supernatural, but I don't want the kid to know that it's supernatural. So, I don't know. I really enjoyed book 1 of Fire Punch, but I already know the arguments. I don't even know what that is, Fire Punch? I don't know anything about that. But yeah, so, cause the unicorn right now has like a small choker style like ribbon, and then like a low over the shoulder neckline. Which originally I was gonna give him more of a high collar, but it felt too restricting for his character type, so I can give this guy the high collar. And I think that'll look princely. That'll look nice. We can also do like an open blazer. That like this with the collar inside here, you know? I don't know. Imagine this is a shirt. And then like you have interesting coat options. Oh my god. Snatched to the gods, holy shit. You know? Button, or here, button, and then like something. This is like insanely wide, but you know, like there could be like a blazer. A lot of people also do like a ruffle here. I don't really want to do a ruffle, like a Edgeworth ruffle. I don't want to do that for this character. Hold on. My instinct is to do puffy sleeves, but you'll notice I'm doing straight sleeves and straight pant legs, because again, I don't want it to look too much like the unicorn who has like big old puffy sleeves with like lace designs, and then it goes like this, and then like that. That's like the unicorn silhouette, so I want his sleeves to be like straight. He can have a cuff. I like a cuff. And that'll help it like make the silhouette more interesting, but I don't want it to puff out like this. So everything I'm doing is just trying to contrast the existing designs so things don't blend too much. Same creators, Chainsaw Man. Y'all forced me to boot up and play Pixelmon. I did not force you to do that. For that 1,000,000 kisses. I'm crying. Let me see. Okie dokie. There's also, oh yeah, in terms of like, that's what I'm saying, there's a lot of like diagonal options. So there's also like this, where this is like a border to the rest of the shirt. And then there's a different shirt underneath. And then this goes into like a sash here tied at the waist. So that's why I'm like, there's so many options, but I do notice a lot of like diagonal shapes, and I think that's an interesting thing we could play off of. There's also, instead of this being off to the side here, there's also it being in the middle and going up like this. I don't hate that. That's not bad. Because right now I have it like as if it's just one line off to the side. like that. But it could also be like that. I kind of like that. I do like when they have like the buttons across. Oh wait, but I think I did that for the unicorn, didn't I? I did that on his pants, on his shorts. So I think we'll keep it to one side. Sorry, I'm looking at different like shirt designs. Cause I like how these flare out. I could even do it centered, like I had it here. And that way we can do like a row of buttons or closures up the center. Which, being straight on the center is like a little boring to me, but it depends. Why would Kiri make Zara boot up Pixelmon? Yup, it's all your fault, Kiri. I did nothing. I almost misspelled Zara as Zaza. Smoking that good Zaza. I replayed some of Deltarune after a while. Ooh, how's it going? What part are you replaying? Just like certain chapters, or? Dude, I need to do the night fight. I keep saying I'm gonna do it and then I don't, cause I'm a pussy. Ooh, I like the garter belt. Wait. Or not garter. What is this called? It's not called a garter, is it? Where they have like a little thingy here on the thigh for no reason. I just like stupid little slutty details like that. It looks good. Is it a garter? It might be a garter. But I think you could just have like a sick ass belt. How do you keep your pants up? Belt. I wanted to fight the knight. Yeah. It's hard though. It's really hard. I'm not good at it, as you can tell. Let me see. I might also have like a little bit of flare out here, but I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think we'll go with mostly this. This is what I have the most ideas for, but I might play with this because the cinched waist leaves a lot of space here that I'm not sure what to do with right now. So let me see. I could do kind of combine this and this, but draw it better, where like he has a coat with like lapels. That's not bad. And then this part is just a shirt without the closure. That's not bad. You know? And then, but then he also has a cape over top of that. Is that too many layers, or does that just make it like whimsical and fantastical? It's okay, we all start somewhere. Gary is forfeiting fighting the knight. I mean, guilty until proven innocent on that front, because I keep saying I'm gonna do it and then not doing it. I want to fight Aram again. Dude, I'm surprised I beat Aram. That shit was hard. That was like really difficult. Oh, we could also do, instead of having it half off the shoulder, which kind of makes it look unintentional and sloppy, we could just have like a half cape, period, and that's like all there is. Although it probably wouldn't be on the same side as the sword. This is really getting lost here, but imagine there's a sword here. We would probably have it on the opposite side, so like if we have the cape on this side, we could have the sword on this side, just for more asymmetry. And a clearer silhouette. But yeah, that's looking interesting. And I need to look up like sword designs because I'm clearly just like making shit up. But I'm imagining, like you said, like the rapiers that have like the big swirly hilts, or not hilts, handles. I think those are fun. Let me see. Rapier design. Okay, well, hold on. So, like, I'm seeing this one, where it has, like, this, and then it goes into, like, a swirly bit with lots of shit going on. How does this go? And then it comes out again on the other side, and then we have the sword. But there's also, because I've seen ones where it's, like, a big ol', like like ball of swirly metal. We've got this. I did not think I was going to be designing weapons on stream, because that is one of my weaknesses, but if you don't practice, you'll never get better. To be fair, I'm not even designing, I'm just like literally like drawing what I see from Pinterest. There's like a little, how do you, like this. It goes out a little bit and then it goes down. But it's still like a thin sword. I don't know how to express that. Like it's pretty thin, it goes out and then it, yeah. So those are pretty. I think we might do something like that. What made metal? Yeah, metal. I don't know what kind of metal specifically, but sword metal. I love Burning Eyes and Spawn. I love those themes. Yeah, Spawn is really good. I kind of like Spawn better than the Titan theme. But I can't play it on stream because I'll get, like, copyright. I'm so glad I got to show my sister Manly Badass Hero so she can ref him for Whoa, I can't read. For Red Riding Hood game? Oh, is she gonna ref him how? Like, for art? Or, like, just in general? Because his videos are cool. You know the parrot? No, I don't know. Which parrot? Let me see, something like this. I don't know. For the design of the MC? Nice. Which parrot? Wait, don't be sad. Which parrot? Okay, I like this idea. I'm gonna grab this and isolate it. It's a parrot on TikTok that knows what things are made of. Oh. And the color of things. Smart parrot. Okay, so hold on. We're gonna slip this guy up here so we can look at him, but he's not in the way. And then I want to figure out that cuff design, because I'm not sold on that. Sometimes he is small-brained. I mean, he is a parrot. It's impressive that he can do that at all. Let me look at the cuffs that I'm seeing so that I can see what I want to do. Maybe I don't need to do anything too specific. It's just like once there's a different color or pattern on it, it'll stand out nicely. But I do want it to be like a different thickness than the rest of the sleeve. This is nice, where it has like a little border and then the buttons. I like that. That's pretty nice. So I think we can go with something like that. And then I still don't know, I guess just generic anime boy hair. Which I don't know how stupid that'll look with different hair colors, but meh, I don't know. I'm not gonna do like a whole ass like character customization screen, so it's not gonna be like you can pick from a bunch of different hairstyles, but I'm just gonna do like color, because that's something I can do really easily in Renpai, and just have it swap out the colors for each CG. Or if there are any sprites of him, which I don't think you'll have many sprites. I think it'll mostly be in CGs, but he might have a couple sprites. I'm not sure. I'm picturing, it's different for every game, right? But I'm picturing, at least for this game, it mostly being the love interest centered on screen, and that's whose sprites you're seeing. But what if you keep his face hidden? It's an option, but he's one of those characters that, like, again, this depends a lot on what, game you're making, because, like, even for my own games, I have different, like, views and different, what am I trying to say? Like, I have something in mind for every game, and that can be different, even if it's the same genre, even if it's like with a self-insert character in a romance. But for this one, I'm picturing him being an MC that has like some built-in personality. So for that reason, I do want him to have like a little bit of like a face and a personality that you can recognize, even if you then project onto him and play through him. If that makes sense. TBH, I like a main character instead of a self-insert. Yeah, so I think this character will be a little bit of a mix of both, but he will have like his own kind of like personality and backstory to some degree. But there are games where that might not be the case and you do want it to be a little bit more like projectable. It depends. Zara says the parrot's not that smart. I can do that too. I'm crying. I want to have a wire as a pet. Aren't those things huge? Can you keep one as a pet? I feel like it would overpower you. I plan to never show my MC. If anyone ever draws fan art, I want them to design him themselves. That is fun, and I think that can work for some games. It just depends. Here, let me draw this kid's face really quick. We're gonna have like a, I don't know, maybe a little bit wider of a jaw than unicorn. Oops. Yeah, that looks fine. It doesn't matter, they're fluffy, so true. It really does depend on the game how much character you want to give the MC, yeah. Because I do like games where the MC is, like, funny, and they have, like, their own things to say about the situation. Like, I think in Danganronpa, it's hilarious when, like, Makoto or, like, Hajime, like, say some dumbass shit, and you're like, oh my god, this is literally, like, a teenage boy who doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. I think it's hilarious. But it depends on the game that you're making and your vision for it. So sometimes it does make sense to have it be like very open to interpretation. Like my Zanny fan game, I've given you like a backstory in terms of like how you got into this situation, but it's very moldable, and it's actually a feature of the game where you can choose how you respond to certain situations, and that'll affect like how you respond later. Is that right? Yeah. And so in that game, I really do want you to directly inform the character's personality, and that's intentional. So it really depends on the game. In that game, I am going to hide the character's face. I actually have a CG in mind. Let me sketch this really quick. I have a CG in mind, slightly, spoiler alert, where like Zanny is holding you, and he has like his arm here, and you guys are like floating, okay? Imagine it's like very like romantic, and you're like floating in the air. I don't know. Legs, whatever. Legs. And then you're here, and your head is kind of like tucked into like either into the crook of his neck or whatever, and your face is covered. And so you can see like the outfit. You're gonna have like a cool outfit, but then like your face is hidden and you can project your face. And then I think I also am planning to put gloves, like black gloves on the character so that you can't see the skin tone either. Probably like short hair or even like a cap or something. So that anyone can project onto this, you know? Even giving the main character a design is already giving them at least a little bit of characterization, except if the design is like a gray blob or something. Yeah, for sure. For this game, the only thing is like, I'm gonna give them like a pretty gender neutral design, and then I'm also going to give them like a period accurate quote unquote costume, which I think will be fun, and it'll keep it from feeling like, oh, this is a specific type of person in the modern day, because it's kind of set in like, oh, what did I decide? Like kind of 20s-ish? Is that what I decided? Like you're gonna be wearing like a Yeah, like a gender neutral kind of like suit with like I said, the gloves and like the cap, and like Zanny's wearing like a suit as well. Like it's not modern day. So I think that does help a little bit in not feeling like it's like characterizing you as much as it would if you were wearing something modern. No offense to the gray blob community, love those folks. Yeah. No, cause like in Date Everything, you're literally a gray blob. Or no. Yeah, I think you are. I think you are. And also in Blush Blush, which is really fun and I haven't played in years at this point. Sorry, I'm just checking this silhouette and seeing how I like it before I apply it to the prints. Oh, connecting to chat. Am I still live? Am I good? Okay, I'm good. I don't know why I disconnected from chat. I always feel restricted by choice of games where your choice of gender is directly tied to your choice of clothing or your article. Oh my god, I can't read. I'm gonna reread that. I always feel restricted by games where your choice of gender is directly tied to your article of clothing. Yeah, definitely. I remember when I was playing Pokemon Y, I think it was, I wanted to play as a guy, but then I literally like broke down and cried because I couldn't wear like a pretty dress. I was like, man, all the girls get like the best clothing options. The only thing you know about Date Everything is that you have a nice ass and are wearing a red shirt. Yeah, exactly. And are probably an influencer. In Date Everything, you are depressed. Relatable. I can still see ya. Okay, good. Because I was like, I don't think I disconnected, like, from streaming. Like, I don't think my stream went down. But for whatever reason, I got, like, a notification that said, like, reconnecting to chat. In ZA, you have a lot of clothes to choose from. Yeah, I heard that in ZA, you can basically, like, dress your character, like, however you like. And the only thing that changes, like, based on your, the gender that you choose at the start of the game is like your pronouns, and then like I think the width of your jaw. Like you have like a more quote-unquote masculine face if you choose the male protagonist, but you can still dress like a girl. You can still wear like you can still have like long hair and stuff, so you can do whatever you want. Oh, what's your language? Okay, how much did I say for what's your language? Like how many minutes? Now I have to check so I can set a timer. Watch your language. Okay, 5 minutes. Okay. If I swear, I'm gonna set a timer. If I swear, I have to do push-ups. Timer. Open. We're gonna see. I don't think I've been swearing too much this stream. I mean, a little bit, but like not too much. Okay, starting now. Okay, if I swear, you let me know. And I'm sure you guys will. Girls get the fedora in the first town. Guys have to wait till the 11th town to get a fedora. I'm not joking. Wait, why would they? I feel like more guys wear fedoras than girls, right? X and Y only gives the girls the cool clothing. Definitely was a gender awakening for at least one boy. I mean, it was for me, just in the opposite direction. I realized I'm trans when I insisted on playing the boring male MC instead of the cool female OC. Yeah. In the fishing game? That's funny. I'm yawning. You're trying to trick me with that. I'm not gonna read your swear in your message. What am I saying? Pokemon was definitely the gender awakening for a lot of young people. Oh, absolutely. Definitely. 100%. I mean, Pokemon is so gender. Like, period. Pokemon is so gender. The gender-neutral clothes are in different towns depending on the gender in XY. Yeah, guys have to go to the Ultra Capital 5-star clothing store to get a fedora as a guy. What? I didn't remember that. I guess, I mean, I've only played it as a guy, so I guess I wouldn't have noticed any differences because I haven't played the other perspective. That's so funny. Gender Eveltal. Gardevoir can be male and female. Yeah, I know. You got auto-modded for... I can't say it. Shoot. You got auto-modded for one of those. That was funny. It interpreted that as, like, insulting me instead of just random swears. I played Y as a guy and X as a girl. Based. Kiri, I am not trying to trick you. I just swear a lot. Oh, God. You're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me. Okay. I'm gonna keep yawning, huh? It's gonna be one of those streams. Oh my goodness. Once I start yawning, I really can't stop. I really, really can't. It's incredible. Oh, shoot. That was not a quick cover-up, by the way. I literally meant to say shoot. Oh, I keep toggling the wrong layers. Okay. Evil Kiri would be an F-boy. Not trying to trick Kiri at all. Sure. Oh, shoot. I do genuinely say shoot as much as I say the other word, I think. Like, it's funny because I'll go from, like, hardcore swearing to, like, oh gosh, darn, golly gee, like... Sometimes I'm, like, very wholesome, and sometimes I'm, like, swearing up a storm with no in-between. It is interesting. I've noticed that I tend to, when I'm drawing, like, mirrored, I tend to draw on this side, and you'll see that in my speed paints, because if I write, like, IDK, you can see it mirrored on the other side, and I've noticed I always write it on this side. Like, I tend to draw on that side. I don't know why. It's just a little thing. A little quirk. Okay, we got a little snatched waist there. Okie dokie. And then, I don't want everyone to have, like, the same body type, which is why I might make the unicorn taller, because, like, he's supposed to be tall, but he's not that tall, honestly. I think I need to extend. I need to stretch him out. But other than that, yeah. If I hear a single person one day say Oris if they were written by Vivziepop, I will lose it. I don't think I've ever heard you curse, me or Oris, because I curse all the time. Do you mean Oris? Does Oris? I'm trying to think now. I don't even know. Does Oris curse a lot? Oris if they were written by Vivziepop. Oh my god. Oh, timer's about to end. 3, 2, 1. It should really ring. It should. Oh. There we go. I don't know if you can hear that. It's pretty quiet, but it is ringing. Sick. Okay. I'm pretty sure I did it, right? I don't think I swore. I love this puppy. What is this? This little puppy emote. That's so cute. Imagine as soon as it was over, you just started swearing, fuck, shit, dick, like... I hired this dog to stare at gay people. OMG. Thank you, little doggy, for staring at me. I will stare at him too. Oh, I'm yawning. I'm yawning. I hired this girl to stare at sinners. It's the way... The other day, I was like, what if I... Like, I keep thinking this, right? I keep thinking I want to cover Confessions of a Rotten Girl by Sawtown. And I would, but I don't want my whole family to hear the lyrics. So I'm like, what if I go to the trouble of translating it into Japanese so I can sing it in Japanese and not feel as embarrassed? Because I could do that. And then I could also translate it on stream with y'all, because I love doing song translations. And I keep meaning to do like a how I translate songs stream or video. So if y'all want to translate a song with me live on stream, we can do it. Although normally I translate from Japanese into English. So, you know, translation may be a little bit scuffed, but I could do a let's translate into Japanese challenge stream. Because right now, I think I only have one song that I've translated myself from English into Japanese, and I really want to finish that cover and release it. I think that would be so fun. But I haven't yet. I have, like, the draft lyrics recorded, but I haven't, like, done the final recording, because they sound like shit. I need to re-record it. And then I also need to do, like, mixing and art and MV stuff for it, but that would be fun. I keep toggling the wrong thing. Why didn't you give the unicorn a ponytail? So that was, like, my initial idea, and then I just hated the way it looked. That's literally it. I was going to do a ponytail, and then I hated it. And I also wanted to do, if y'all have seen My Little Pony redesigns, a lot of people will give Rarity the tail, that it's like a skinny tail with like a big poof of fur at the end. Although usually they do it like swirly, not like as puffy as this is, but I wanted to do that. And so then I was like, well, if I'm doing that, then it doesn't make sense to give him like a big bushy ponytail because it's not the same silhouette. So you can see here, this second full body thumbnail, I did give him a ponytail. And then you can see I expanded on it down here. But I just didn't like it. Super didn't like it. Pokemon is so gender but lives under the rule of not being allowed to outright say it, so they subtly nudge you with a sledgehammer. Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised they're still doing, like, the gender differences, low-key. Like, I'm surprised they're not doing more, like, completely neutral stuff, but they're pretty close to it. Because I'm pretty sure, at least in Animal Crossing, in Animal Crossing they call it style now instead of gender, but I think maybe in, Pokemon they still call it gender? Or they still say, like, are you a boy or a girl? If I remember correctly. I keep looking at this unicorn's legs as if that's gonna help me with the human legs. I'm crying. This base I drew is like old, so I'm like, that doesn't look good. I'm just gonna redo it. I also should stop drawing my legs pointing in towards each other like that because it looks like ass, but whatever. I'm gonna do it anyway. Yo, I just got a shiny Ekans, congrats! Nice! What does shiny Ekans look like? What color is it? I don't know if I know. Is it like a gold one, maybe? Is that a gold shiny? Green. Ooh. Okay. That's looking better. Arbok is gold. That's why. Okay, so I wasn't off. I just was remembering the wrong evolution. That's funny. I'm gonna name it Snake, as you should. There should be a gender fluid option where characters just use different pronouns every text box because Pokemon MCs are silent and they don't want to be disrespectful. I'm crying. It's like when everyone's looking around, they're like, what are their pronouns? They should just have a they-them option, and everyone would be happy. And by which I mean certain people would not be happy, but like, I don't care. I want him to be a little a little wider here. Oops. Not as slender and delicate. He's just like an average man. We're just normal men. There we go. I found a Boot Hill dating sim, but it's straight for literally no reason. Just use they, them pronouns. Literally. Why wouldn't you just not use gendered pronouns? Anyone can play your game, dude. Okay, now my least favorite part, the hands. As you can tell, this is awful. Just so bad. And this is also not good, actually. But that's what we got, that's what we're going with. I'm debating, because I'm gonna make a video out of these designs, right? Would y'all care if I literally just use these, like, design sketches? Or, because normally when people make, like, a character design video, they make it, like, super cute, and they have, like rendered drawings of the designs. And I'm like, I could do that, but that's gonna take me even more time, and I'm really trying to, like, get this video done, because I'm trying not to, like, not post for 5 months again. So, should I take the time and do a rendered piece, or should I just post a video with, like, my design process and just have it be this? Because if I take the time to do fully finished art, it's gonna take quite a while. Do what you want. A pirate is free. The creator gave some bullshit reasons why saying they, them options would be too much work. They should literally look at the... They should look at my Nurse Chiyu prototype, bro. My Nurse Chiyu prototype is a hot mess, but I still went to the trouble because I want Chiyu to be gender fluid. And, because in most dating sims, right, you choose your own pronouns, but I was like, what if you choose Chiyu's pronouns? So that, like, I don't know. In my head, it made sense of, like, oh, if you are, like, sapphic and you want Chiyu to have, like, more, I don't know, to have, like, she, her pronouns, then you can do that. Or if you don't really care, you can give them any pronouns or whatever. So I set up a choice screen, but for Chiyu's pronouns, and then for, like, it's not just, like, she, her, he, him, they, them. There's she, her, she, they, she, he, they, them, and then, like, all three. And then, like, depending on if you chose, like, a mixed set of pronouns or not, then, like, those are two different lists, because there's a list for, like, if you choose she, they, then it references the she list and the they list, which means when I write a line of dialogue, I have to, like, make sure that I'm including both lists in the interpolation. Like, it's a thing, but I did it because I think it's cute and fun. What if Chiyu chooses my pronouns? Yippee, you can match! And then I also had it where, like, you can choose, if you want to call Chiyu, like, your girlfriend or your partner or whatever. Like, I was like, I've never seen a dating sim that does this. You know? I don't know why, because it's not even the first time I've done something like that. Sorry, y'all are in ads. Y'all might not even be hearing me speak. I'm just speaking into the void, but that's not even the first time I've done something like that. Because I also, my very first, like, one of my very first prototypes, one of my very first prototypes, I had a they, them, like, a love interest who used they, them pronouns. And I have barely any dialogue in that game because it's all, like, prototyping, but I specifically have a line of dialogue written where it's like, yeah, I use they, them pronouns, but, like, I don't really know if I have a specific gender, and, like, that was so important to me about that character that I put it in that prototype that has basically zero dialogue. So, I just switched to YouTube. I am always listening. That's crazy. That's crazy effort. But yeah. What was I saying? So, I don't know, like, a lot of times I'm like, what if this love interest was genderqueer? I love Christmas. Hell yeah, we're coming up on Christmas. I mean, we're coming up on Thanksgiving, but after that, coming up on Christmas. And I'm a trans masc non-binary person, but I struggle knowing if I'm lesbian or gay. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I mean, I'm bisexual, so, you know, both, I guess. I'm not a lesbian, but I sometimes consider my attraction to women, like, slightly sapphic coded, you know what I mean? But I know sometimes if people say that, then they're like, but you're a trans man. I'm like, okay, but I like women and it feels gay. What am I supposed to say to that? So, and Chris. Speaking of they, them pronouns, big fan of how the Deltarune wiki displays every mention of Chris's pronouns. It's so funny. It's so funny. I hope they keep doing it for all the chapters. It's hilarious to me. It's incredible. And people still try to... I will be honest. There was a post, like, years ago, I think when chapter 1 came out, where I was like, oh yeah, headcanon Chris is he, they. I've gotten my shit together since then, because you know what? I developed media literacy. Chris is non-binary, yeah. Because that's the thing, like, I was wrong. I was completely wrong. And I have learned that. But some people still can't learn that, even after 4 chapters. It's common fact now. Yeah, it really is. Okay, so there's our general outline. General sew. Okay, let's start putting some clothes on this bitch. Let's see. Is it just me, or like, the arms are too long compared to the torso? Am I just now realizing this? And Rosse is a guy, this is also a common fact. Oh yeah, that one we've known. We've been new. Why does this look weird? Something looks off. I don't know. Okay, but. He doesn't have enough neck to do a high collar. High karaoke. Bruh. Okay. Let's focus. Let's focus up. Okay. So we have some kind of... Nope. The cape is not going to be symmetrical. Okay, we have some kind of lapel thing here. Maybe not that wide. Maybe... How do I want to do this? We're sketching. We're sketching. It's okay. And then that comes... No, okay. I'm just gonna jump around until things make sense, because right now they don't make sense. I want it to be like a cinched waist. When I still sucked much more at English and when Deltarune first came out, I often accidentally misgendered Chris because gender-neutral pronouns are essentially non-existent in German. Yeah, that makes sense. I think, when it comes to, like, ESL speakers, it makes sense that you're not always gonna get, like, pronouns correct. But as long as you're, like, aware of it, you know? Can I? There we go. I don't know. It actually feels low. I want... Hold on. What do I want? So here's, like, the pants. Okay. And we want this to be, like, here. Can we... hold on. Something like that. And we want this to be like a little cinched waist moment. Why does it look so ugly? It looks so bad. Hold on. Hold on. This always happens where I'm like, it looks so good in my sketch and then this looks like ass. Okay, we want this like here, I guess? Like basically there. You know? Maybe you don't know. That's fine. Why does this not work? Okay, let's process. Speaking of curse, I'm a big fan of the theory that the holidays actually named them because the dreamers suck at naming. It is very funny. I think it's because I'm trying to use this base and I'm trying to go off of the proportions of this base. Drop the base. Oh my god, that's way too cinched. That's better, right? And then we can do this. Okay. We want... What do we want? When do we want it? Okay. Something like that, in terms of length. And then just like a little tweak, 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 tweak. I don't know. Okay. I've stopped talking, I'm sorry. I'm trying to lock in, hold on. Boop. Okay. X/ doesn't appear again, then I'm gonna be real upset. What, like the Pokemon move? Or in Deltarune, that's also a move? That's probably what you're talking about. In Deltarune, yeah, that makes more sense. I was like, huh? How did these collars work? Hold on. Something like that? I don't like that. Life would be so much easier if one could just visit a wizard to change their appearance like in a video game, right? If you could just be like, okay, today I want to look like a pretty princess. And tomorrow you go back and you're like, okay, now I want to look like a Sherlock Holmes. I don't know. What am I trying to do? Genuinely, what am I trying to do? Hold on. Hold on. Let me look at my reference again. Let me look at my reference again. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. Okay. what do I want? None of this. None of this. It's what I want. Okay. Yippee! Okay. Nothing is correct. Let me see. Something mayhaps? Something? Thank you for that. Could be higher. Honestly, could be higher. Let me just, like, yank this shit. I don't know. Something's weird. Helping people with their body dysmorphia, and that's real wizardry right there? Yeah. That would be impressive. Okay. Something is not working for me. I like how this looks in the sketch, but then I can't make it work. Okay. I don't know. We're scribbling and fiddling and messing around. Oh goodness. Again, it looks better in the sketch. What do I do? I think it's literally because this is higher in the sketch. It's like below the chest. I hate everything. There we go. Okay, you know, and then, yeah. Yeah, this needs to be higher, basically. It's the proportions. That's what it is. It's the proportions. Maybe not that high? I can't figure this out. Hold on. Nope. Isn't that basically where I had it, though? Okay, it is higher. It is a little higher. Okay. Yeah, it needs to be higher. Not by that much, but like... Something like that? I don't freaking know what I did in my sketch, dude. That looks bad. That looks so long. Is that how long it is? I don't know. Let's just scrap it. Because clearly this isn't working. Okay. Honestly, let's scrap this too. This is nothing. Yeah. Okay. That's something. I don't know how I feel about the top lapel, but it does feel empty up there, I think. We'll see, something like that. And then, we're gonna have like a little bit of doop, doop, doop. Yeah. Cinched waist. I can make it straighter than that. Instead of curved. And then that can be sticking out a little bit just to emphasize it, like, ooh, he's snatched, okay? He's snatched. And then this will come down to here. Where he's all cinched up. He's all closed. And then I think it's about posing. Like the way that the fabric kind of goes out. It is gonna look a bit like a skirt. And that's not unintentional. Kiri makes something straight? I can't believe it. I know. As soon as I said it, I was like, someone's gonna make the joke. Someone's gonna make the joke. Okay, why does it look so bad? Why does it look like shit? Like dog water. Waist not snatched enough? I know, right? Why does it literally look so good in the sketch and then it looks so bad right now? This is not correct. I think we need to drop the fucking base. I think that's really what it is. I need to stop using this fucking base because it's not working. Let me just, like, use the head and nothing else. Yeah. The shoulders. Like, from the shoulders down, this is nothing. Okay, we're gonna try something radical here. Ugh. Okay. We're deleting it. And we're just gonna draw. Belt thieves when they see someone with a belt. Waist not snatched enough. Okay. This really does need to be like kind of a semi-straight line. There we go. I'm gonna make the joke again. How do you keep your pants up? Belt. It does not worm. Please. Pleek. Why does this look like ass? Bro. What the hell? Okay, give me a second. Give me a second, I need some, what is it? I need to set my story straight. My friends are in the bathroom getting higher than the Empire State. Just across the bar. Okay. Damn, did y'all hear that? That was a dad sneeze if I've ever heard one. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my gosh darn mind. Bro. This is a problem. Okay. We're gonna lock in. We're gonna process. We're gonna figure this out. Figure out why this looks like shit. Okay. I think it's because his proportions are just wrong. I'm gonna yawn. I'm doing it. Okay. We already saw that his waist wasn't snatched. I think in general he needs to be like a little bit like ready to be snatched. Is that too snatched? That might be too snatched. That's pretty snatched. That's like really snatched. Good for him. This also needs to be like a little bit narrower, which is why I edited the chest as well. Stop now and you have a good club bouncer. Right, he's kind of giving, the collar's kind of giving, Playboy Bunny a little bit. I don't know if that's just me. Oh my god. I think that's not bad. Let's see. Why am I... Okay. How do you draw a jacket? How do you draw this jacket that I want to draw? Because I think I'm getting caught up on, like, the details because I'm misunderstanding how to draw what I want to draw. I think I could make this easier for myself. You know? Wow. Oh, that's so mean. Why would anyone do that? That's awful. Okay, wait. Something like that. Maybe. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. And then just, there we go. It just doesn't need to be like so curved. I was like curving it a whole lot. Okay. Sorry, I keep yawning. I just keep getting sleepy, I guess. I don't know. Eepy boy, I am. There wasn't even a score or elimination system. MFs didn't know how to make a game. I'm crying. No, like, whoever does that is not your friend. That sucks. I'm so sorry that happened to you. I'm trying to think, has anyone ever done something like that to me? If they did, I probably wouldn't have noticed because I am probably autistic. But, yeah, that sucks. I think this is still too high. That's too high, right? I don't know. I don't think I want it that high. It was mostly just 4th graders being 4th graders. Nowadays I'm more mad at how uncreative they were with it, like put in a little effort. Still, that's gotta sting, you know? But yeah, like, children can be mean. I think people underestimate how mean children can be sometimes. I think that's gonna help. I want it to be high-waisted, but not, like, so high that it makes this, like, really stick out, like, a ton. Maybe, like... What do I want? What do I want? Okay. What do I want? I want some ice cream, but I can't do that right now. Yeah, they can. Yeah. In another instance, I was once forgotten in a train by my classmates and teachers back in high school. That's crazy. Did they not do like a head count? Oh my god. Where were you all going? Like, I'm assuming it was like a field trip type of thing. Where'd you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? They did, but when I was missing, apparently the teacher just thought, well, he must have gone home already. That's such... Oh my god. That's like grounds to be fired. That's crazy. Just assuming that a child you haven't counted isn't there because he went home and you didn't notice, instead of it being your fault. Oh my god. Counting heads? I think it's called talking heads. Shaking my head. Oh. I think that's maybe better. I don't know. I'm still not in love with it. I still like the sketch more, but... Maybe if I literally just, like, force this there, like, just pretend he doesn't have that waistline there. I don't know, it's still, something's still odd, but... Like, compared to the sketch. I don't know what it is. That happened to me too. They left me when they went to an activity place, got the teacher jokingly in trouble, and they had to taxi my ass there. Oh my god. That's crazy. I've never been forgotten by a teacher as far as I can remember, but one time my dad forgot to pick me up from a school dance. So I was just sitting there waiting. Apparently they were contacted in school at some point. Hey, that kid Oris, she's in a completely different town? Different town? Hold on now. So when you say they forgot you on the train, like they just let you stay on the train for like several stops, or... Oh my god. That's like actually my nightmare. Anytime I take a train, because I'm not used to taking many trains. Like where I live, we don't really travel much by train. So whenever I do like travel somewhere else and I have to take a train, I get so nervous. I'm like eyes glued to the map and being like, okay, our stop is in like 20 minutes. Okay. And I'm like ready. I don't get it, dude. Why does this look so bad? I'm gonna cry. I think I'm gonna do that, but like duplicate it so I don't lose it, and then I will just like keep it like that. It's the proportions, you know? It's entirely the proportions. And you can see, like, it really goes in, like, hold on. Like, I made him skinny in that sketch. And I think that's genuinely what's missing. So if I push him out, it's gonna look better, but it's still gonna look weird. Like, I think I really need to, like... push it. Push it. Push it real good. Like, we're gonna twinkify him. And see how that looks. Yo, Control Pink, welcome in! Sorry I missed your message. Thank you for the hydrate and the daily check-in. You're so sweet. Is that your custom? No, who is this? Lunar. The emote is so cute. Thank you for the bonk. That's my punishment for missing your message. 'Tis alright. Next Monday, everyone goes, you were missing, weird. They didn't even notice. Not mine, it's from Luo. I follow her, she's great. I love the Luna baby. It's so cute. I'm obsessed. I really like it. We are currently twinkifying a man and seeing if that helps. Ooh, I think that's gonna help a lot, actually. Oh, he's so small. He's so small. I think I can make him a little wider than that. Like, he doesn't have to be, like, itty bitty, but I do think it's gonna help with the proportions. Twink? Twink where? Oh, hi, Automod. Yeah. Automod got your ass. But it is okay. I really should allow the word twink. I think there's a way to do that, to tell Automod this word is fine. That looks crazy. We cannot... Hold on. That looks insane. That can't be right. You twink. Allowed wordless? Yeah, I gotta do it. Got a shiny Pidgey raw! Oh my gosh, congrats. You got 2 shinies this whole stream? Whitelist? Yeah, I gotta do it. That's crazy. Oh my god. This is not correct. Something is not right. Lamau. Twink lovingly. Okay, I gotta figure this out. Because this is how he looks originally. Like, this is the base proportions. I just want a little bit narrower and not so curved. I want it to be more of a straight line. I think that'll help. Kiri, help me. My head is dying by fixing my classmates' mess. Oh, that's the worst. I gotta go clean up. I hope you make a Discord server. Bye. Thank you, Rob. Bye. I will totally try to make a server after stream if I don't forgore. And I'll be sure to share the link on socials and in chat next time. But thank you so much for being here. She put a bright orange with turquoise blue and a purple that looked like the purple guy color and said they combined, and it's for a website. The colors look so ugly. That is a classic graphic design is my passion moment. The other day, my coworker made this schedule and sent it out, and there was like a thing for holidays, like for Christmas, and it was, I don't remember which one it was. I think it was red text on green, or it might have been green text on red. I think it was green text on red. And I was like, ah! And I literally, we are graphic design students, oh no. Literally, like, she was right next to me when she sent out that schedule, and I, to her face, was like, oh wow, the green on red is really great for my eyes. That's fun. I was like not masking it at all. I was like, this is so bad. I didn't say this is so bad, but like in so many words I said that because I was like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, as graphic design students, they should know better. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Oh my god. I will never forget the time, I probably talked about this on stream, the time that I had to do a presentation and someone else in my group made the slides. And they were doing shit like putting bright red text on a white background and then using like all the stock like PowerPoint slide transitions that no one uses. So like someone read their slide and then they hit next and the slide folded itself into a paper crane and flew away. And I had never seen these slides before their presentation. Like, I hadn't seen the transitions and everything. So I was just, like, dying. Oh my god, I would die of cringe. I did. I really did. I literally told her, girl, no, give me that. Control Ping seems slightly annoyed at this, however, I still am unsure. Oris, please don't rage bait us with the bad colors. She also chose some weird shapes for the concepts. Like a splot, not a splash, a splot of paint, a circle, and a pattern of squares. Oh god. Oh dear. I'm yawning again, Oh my god. It's really, once I start yawning, I can't stop. Oh my god. No, yeah, that sounds like hell. It's so ugly. I'm thinking of like the TikTok sound, like, this is what I wanted. And this, it's so ugly. I'm very petty, so whenever translation was required, I put them at the longest speed possible and used the dumbest ones to show how nobody actually... Oh, a transition. It's how nobody actually likes them. That's funny. Yeah, like petty, like, what is the word for that? Malicious compliance. Yeah, I think his arms are too long. They're too long. Let me grab this shit. No. Hold on. Why am I doing it this way? Hold on. Because I need to grab both arms at the same time, so this is gonna be, like, annoying. Ugh. I missed a little bit, but I'll survive. I will survive. And as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. Yeah? Yeah, I think that's better. So I think his arms were too long. Okay, but is it the I Will Survive version from the Angry Birds movie? Real question. I'm crying. Arms normally end at the mid-thigh. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, if I do this, like, his fingers, like, if his arm was down, I think his fingers would end around mid-thigh. So it should be fine. This is like, what did I do? This is like an old, like, this is an old-ass base that I drew, like, years ago, and I was like, I'll just use that as a reference, and then it's causing me to have problems. Okay, I think that's better. I'm just trying to design a character, bro. Because this is nothing. This is nothing. I don't know, man. It's really not working for me. That might be better. Let's see. No, I keep toggling the wrong freaking one. Ugh, he looks weird. He looks weird. I just want him snatched up. But that looks weird. I don't know. I don't know. Lurk, oop, gotta go chores. That's alright. Thank you for being here. And if you're still listening, if you're lurking, thank you. Yippee. Apparently having a minute-long paper swan animation is seen as unprofessional and wasting time. However, that sounds more like my rage bait was successful. Yeah, I mean, that's... It sounds like you accomplished exactly what you wanted to accomplish. So, sounds like a success to me. Brother, this looks so bad. Should I just, like, start over? Sir, a second rage bait has hit the office. Okay. Everything looks bad and terrible and sucky. That looks so bad. I'm gonna end it all. Literally, it looks amazing in the sketch, and then it looks so bad. This is what happened in my fairy sketch, too. Why do I do this to myself, dude? Okay, okay, okay. I'm so good at rage baiting. Someone called me masturbator. I was something by Twitch if I wanted to send that message. Oh, I was asked by Twitch. That's funny. They're like, are you sure? Are you sure about this? Bro. What is going on? Kiri, we can be bees? What is with the bees? Is it because of the live 2D thumbnails? Because we're not even doing live 2D right now. I'm like, what? Twitch is just afraid of my artistic vision. Words are merely a canvas for me to use. You're so right. Are you sure? Pretty sure threw a trash bag into outer space? What are we- Are you just like hitting like autocomplete? What is this? Are you asking your phone to like predict your sentence? It's an Invincible meme? Well, I have not watched Invincible. We can be bees, this is good news. We can be pets. Pets? We can live for 30 years? What is that dialogue from Invincible? Oh yeah, when I want to draw straight sleeves, but I give all my characters these big ol' like things on their arms, I just have to remove it. Should have drawn the sleeve and then the cuff. We're just gonna pretend he doesn't have this, and then we'll draw the cuff. Zara's either making a lot of references or having a stroke. Yeah, that's the conclusion I'm coming to. I'm like, what? 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 I don't know what I'm doing. Why does it look like that? It's because his torso isn't long enough. Is that what it is? It's because his torso isn't long enough? Sorry, I was having a panic attack. Wait, what happened? Jack, are you okay? Wait, what happened? I hope you're doing okay. What? I'll be better? What happened? Wait, I feel bad. My mind is my worst enemy? I'm so sorry. If there's anything I can do, let me know. I'm sorry about that. Just the usual. Are you gonna give him a dress silhouette to his coat like Riddle Rose Hearts? Let me check what Riddle looks like, because I don't know off the top of my head, but I know who you're talking about. Riddle Rose Hearts. Let me look at his full body. Not exactly, but like I'm not gonna give him like a cape back here, you know? He's not gonna have like a skirt like back there, but he is gonna have like this, you know? Is that what you mean? Dorm outfit. Little Rose Hearts dorm outfit. Yeah, okay. I don't think it's gonna be that wide open, but kind of. Kind of. We cannot see. No, I'm just looking up, like, on my end so I can see. I wasn't gonna show it on stream. Just because sometimes I'm like, I don't know what's gonna pop up, but I don't want to have this on stream just in case. I do think like a little hem here could help. And then like obviously you need a good line here to demarcate the sleeves, but part of it is going to be covered by his big old coat, so, you know. Okay. I think he needs, like, stronger shoulder. There we go. Like, as if he has, like, shoulder pads on. And again, I'm gonna erase these like ham hocks here that he's got for legs, because I just want very straight silhouette of his arms, his sleeves, and his pant legs. So we're just gonna straighten that out. We're just gonna pretend these are straight on, actually. I think I'm gonna like erase a lot of these legs, because we're gonna want it straight on. And it's also gonna allow me to make his legs a little skinnier, which I would like. Like there. There we go. And then, yeah, that's better. Something like that, I don't know. And those will be big old boots with the fur. Big old boots. You know? What if he had bees in his pocket for emergencies? Oh my god. For emergent bees. Something like that. Something, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with the shirt. I haven't really decided. That's not bad. That's not a bad option. Then we really just push this silhouette. Yeah. Yeah, cinched up. Yeah, you know we're stitched up. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. If you haven't watched Cinderella's Castle, go watch it. By Team Star Kid. Okay, and then some asymmetrical details. Let me pop these on really quick. We can probably have like some kind of crest or something, like a family crest. On one side, we can have a sick little belt on one thigh. And then we can use the same belt color from the one around his waist to tie the design together. And then, I think we can just put the sword, like, on his belt here. Maybe there can be something to hold it. I don't really know how that would work. And then we're gonna have a big ol' cape on one side, which... how do we want to have that drape? Something like this? I was really looking forward to Cinderella's Castle being another comedy like Twisted. I mean, Cinderella's Castle is a comedy, it just also has a lot of dark elements, but it's definitely like a dark adult comedy. I actually, did enjoy it. Not all of it is perfect, but, like, I did enjoy it a lot. How do you structure a half cape? Looks like there's only two of us. I wonder who I'm with. Resisting the urge to tell Kiri that he can be a bee. Let me see. It's been about 2 hours, and I've gotten basically nothing done, but that's okay. We can have it go in a little bit, but still be like a mostly straight silhouette here. Or maybe not. Maybe we just leave it totally straight. I think that looks fine. That's not bad. Okay. YTP stim's too strong. Fair enough. Maybe there should be like a clasp or something here to emphasize like the fact that it's supposed to only be on one side, like this is where it attaches or something. I don't know. Some kind of border. You know? Is that princely enough? What do you think? I think this is kind of a vibe. This is something, at least. This is more than what we started with. Bro, yesterday I was talking about how, I like escape rooms and I like, this one South Korean series where they, like, solve puzzles and stuff. And someone was like, oh, then you would like Beast games. And I was like, ugh. I, like, died inside. I just remembered that, because, like, what do you mean? No, I would not. Mr. Pink. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm doing. This is not what a crest looks like. This is like a police badge. What is it? I'm thinking of like the family crests. What do those look like? It's kind of like that, but it's not quite right. Let me see. Family crest. My arm is getting tired from holding up this tablet. Oh, it's more like a shield. It doesn't have that part on top, really. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that'll be good. And then, sword hilt? Not hilt, like the thing that you put it in on your waist. What is that? Is it not called a hilt? No, it's called a holster is for guns. What is it called? The thing that you put a sword into. Sheath, thank you. A sheath. Sword, sheath. Or scabbard as well, like you said. Oh, I like the way they did this. Where it's like, because this belt, I like that it's a high-waisted belt, but I don't want the sword all the way up there, so like, I could do like a little, let me see. Like, I'm seeing versions where they have, like, a strap that hangs down and then a different belt where the sheath is. I think the sheath is, like, here. How do I make this, like, aesthetic? I'm also seeing ones where it's, like, multiple belts wrapping around. I do kind of like that, and that fills in this empty space that I'm seeing. And then the sheath is here. Pretend that makes any sense. And then we have like a nice swirly, where are the ones I drew? These ones? Like a nice swirly hilt. Right, something like that. That's not bad. Get nerded on, dork. Sheath is usually soft like leather. Scabbards are solid metals and woods and whatnot. I think I'm thinking of probably a leather one. I think I want a leather one. Something like that. Just like a little detail there that he has his sword. His diamond sword. It's not diamond, that was a reference. And then I'm thinking in terms of color, let's just like mock this up really quick. Let me just clean up this sketch super fast so we can color it. That looks so empty now, I'm crying. So something like that, and then we'll just like merge this down and make it a darker color. Probably because you can sheath a sword into a scabbard? Oh. Hello, hello, you rock! Welcome in! How are you? We are just trying to figure out sort of a rough color scheme here. I definitely want the belt to be like a deep, like black, maybe slightly brown, but mostly like black. Good, and you? I'd say I'm pretty good overall. Is it an OC of yours? Yeah, I'm trying to design a cast of characters for a theoretical dating sim. Oh, I didn't erase that line. It's like fairy tale themed. So this would be our main character who's like a prince. And then the other characters are like fairy tale creatures. Wait, it is crazy? Nice. Hypothetical dating sim, yeah. Purely quantum dating sim, basically. Let me see. Although it could also be a brown belt, because I think I want... Should I do brown boots or black boots? Let me see. I think this would look nice. Let me actually, drawing assist. So I can color them both really quickly. And then I think there's gonna be like a lot of gold. Like a lot of gold accents. Like, these will be gold. This will be gold. The sword will be probably gold. I was actually picturing it silver, but since everything else is gold, it makes more sense to have it be gold. Oh, I didn't turn off drawing assist here. And then I think I said I wanted him to be mostly red. So let's pull like a, oh, that's not what I wanted. Maybe like a slightly purpley red? Well, no, you can only do like pink. You can't really do purple. Maybe a, I don't want to lean too far into orange because we already have a character whose color is orange, but it does give it a nice feel. I don't know. Okay, what? Because here's where I'm struggling, right? I could have the cape be red, but then what color is the bodice? So I feel like the bodice, or like whatever this is, should be red. But is that too much red? The cap could be a dark red blackish, so the same, the cape, so the same scheme but the main color being the body that's red might work. That could work. Like also red but a different shade of red. Hold on. This feels strong. That's pretty strong. I want a darker color, slightly pink but mostly red. I don't know if I like this, to be honest. I don't know how I feel. It's very Captain Hook, isn't it? And that belt is not dark enough. I don't know how I feel about this. And then I could do the pants also red, but that feels like a lot. I don't hate it though, actually. Give me a second. Let me try that. I sort of don't hate it. It's giving Christmas. It's giving sexy Santa Claus. I don't hate the all red, but I think I might do like light colored pants. I don't know what I want to do with this design like at all. I haven't really thought it through in terms of color. This is very dark. Let me see. Let me look at my Pinterest board again. Yeah, this is gonna take a lot of tweaking for sure. Ooh, maybe, I'm seeing a reference where they have the inside of the cape red, but the front of it is a totally different color. That's kind of fun. So I'm just gonna recreate the reference really quick so you can see what I'm looking at, because I do like this a lot. This is like a deep slate gray, like a blue color. And then it's like all of this. So all of this matchy-matchy. And then the big pop of red in the back. That's pretty nice. Not really what I'm going for necessarily, but it's fun. I think... Maybe I remove this. The gold border on the bottom of the... I don't like that. I've decided I don't like it. And I'm just gonna remove that line too. Because I think I like the references I'm seeing where it's all... Oh, it does help the shape not be so blank, but I like the references where it's all one color. But red is very strong as a color. It might be better to use it as an accent like on the cape. I'm not sure. I am also seeing like red top, white pants, which could work. Or again, like white outfit and then like different colors as accents is very princely. I might not mind a white outfit. We can try that. Like a cream color. And that'll also go well with the gold, probably. Or not that. The outfit white. Or like cream. All of this. And then like pops of red as accents. Nope, that I didn't close my lines. It's giving something. What is it giving? It's like reminding me of something. And if we're only doing a pop, I don't mind making it a little bit brighter. Because if it's the whole outfit, it's too bright. But if we're just doing accents of stuff, that wouldn't bother me so much. It's giving like wedding, which honestly, that is kind of the theme of the game, so that could be a serve. It's giving you spilled lipstick in my Valentino white bag. Something with red here could be fun. I don't love that the shirt is touching the cape if they're both the same color, but I do think the red shirt could be nice. Could be nice. And then what, would these also be red? Maybe? Something, there's something there. Gaston, I'm crying. Right? This is kind of a vibe. This is just Cinderella's husband. Is that what it is? I'm like, this is giving me vibes of something, and I don't know what. I think rather than white on the collar, it should be like an off-white collar. So that I can then do like off-white cuffs and off-white on the boots. Or if not off-white, then like something that's not red. That doesn't look bad. That's giving Prince, I think. The artist formerly known as Prince. But then again, I don't think I want this much black. I would have to, there we go, like a thinner strap. Imagine there's a thinner strap. I don't think I want the scabbard to be black. I'm picturing it brown, but I want the rest of the leather to be black. I can try brown leather though. I can try brown leather. Let me see. The other problem is my line art is literally brown instead of like pure black, so it's gonna be fucky wucky a little bit, but see, I think that looks nice instead of pure black. Even that's a little dark for me, honestly. Could be lighter. The only thing is then we lose some contrast, because it is nice having that dark black contrast in the design. So now everything's blending a little more compared to when it was black. But I just don't like the harshness of the black. So I don't know. I'm looking at it on screen. The contrast isn't too different, but on my tablet it's pretty different. What if I just don't have a full sheath around the sword? Because I think that's the part that's bothering me, is the sheath. What if I just have it like on like a, like being held by a little strap, and then the rest of the sword is showing, and that way we don't have that problem. Because I think that's nice, the cream and the black. So let's just pretend this is like not a sheath, but instead like a nice little rapier here. I like that better. It would be thinner than this, but I like that. We could do a cream shirt instead of red, but I want at least a little bit of red in the shirt. I just don't know where. See, that feels less interesting. That feels way less interesting. I feel like we need the pop of red. I just don't know what to do with it. I don't know. Maybe just like a less intense red, because this is pretty bright. I don't know about that. I don't really like that. Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe? It does feel like very empty. I think I need more red throughout the design. Maybe that's where, like, instead of the gold here, I can do red? That's a maybe. Maybe, like, on one side we have a, like, a crest with some kind of design in it. That's giving military. I don't want that. I don't know. The cream is not it. It's not working for me. What am I missing here? Let me look at references. I keep saying that, hoping it'll just save me. Because I would just add more, like, a lighter red color to break up the design, but then, like, that's just pink. Like, I don't like this. That doesn't work. What if we do this color instead of the base, like, super light white? Is that more interesting, or is that... No, that looks gaudy, right? I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with this design. Let's try some stuff. Let's try some stuff. I don't know. Because this is not... It's maybe... It's very Christmas. Merry Christmas. If we're talking gaudy, that's for sure gaudy. Maybe we grab this color or this color, I don't know. That's very Saint Nick. With the white pants especially, that's like... We're serving little, like, Nutcracker. We're serving Nutcracker. I think if this was any color other than red, it would be fine. What if we do like a deep blue, just to see how it looks? Oh, I'm sorry, this is gonna look awful. Hold on. Just because I'm literally drawing blue on top of red. Right, like that already looks better. But I'm already gonna have a blue character, so that's why I'm not like just dressing him in straight up blue. If I could find a way to mix red and blue in here somewhere, maybe it could look nice. Like, see how that doesn't look like Christmas time? It does make me notice how fucking wide his shoulders are, though. He's built crazy. Okay. Let me see. Whoa. So like the fairy, this will be one that I definitely have to figure out off stream. But, you know, this is the concept. This is the very rough concept. I don't know. I kind of like something about this, but it's not quite there yet. It's gonna take a lot of thinking power. Yeah, that's not good contrast. That's not good contrast at all. That looks insane. I don't know, man. And I don't like that. I don't like that. Oof. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure this one out. I don't know yet. Oh, God. That's too dark. That's too dark. I think I'm gonna be ending stream in a second. Because it's getting late and I need to rest my mind and think about this design so I can try and fix it later. But yeah, it's gonna take some work. I do think I want the brown leather. I'll just have to make sure that the contrast with the rest of the design is okay, because like I said, having the black does give it a lot of contrast. But I do like the brown. And it makes it feel less like Christmas, I think, if we have brown instead of a black belt. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, this design might not look anything like this by the time you see the video. It might be something completely different, because this is a hot mess right now. Like, don't be surprised if the video comes out and it's like an entirely different silhouette, different colors, different everything. I'm gonna keep working at it and see if I can come up with anything not ugly. But, yeah. Hot mess goals, right? But yeah. Oh, goodness. Let me save. There we go. So far we have our unicorn. Lovely, lovely, lovely unicorn. We have our whip of the fairy. This one, we're gonna see. And then we have something of a prince. We'll see how it turns out. I don't know yet at all. I think it's gonna end up very different from this. I'm sorry if my incredible ugliness distracts you, Spunkbog. Yeah, that's the prince right now. Oh gosh. Poor guy. He's like, what have you done to me? But yeah, I'm gonna go rest my eyes and my brain and my hand. And, oh, what are we doing tomorrow? I already have it scheduled. What are we doing tomorrow? Tomorrow we're coding. Good. Because I really need to work on coding. What the hell? Why is it? Okay. We're good, right? That didn't just like end stream? No, okay. We're good, we're good, we're good. Tomorrow we're coding. We're gonna keep working on the VN that I'm trying to finish. I think I'm gonna try to finish it by the end of this month. And I don't know if that'll happen, because with how long art takes me, it probably won't happen. But at least if I can like code and write it by the end of this month, and then I can spend some time doing art for it, that would be nice. But yeah, so we're gonna try and crank some of that out tomorrow on stream, and we'll chat. So yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up for now. This has been a weird one. I don't know what we're gonna end up with at all. I think we're gonna change things a lot. But yeah. Okie dokie. Thank y'all for being here. You're cool. And, yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow, around 2 my time, so an hour later than we started today. So if you're like, you're late, I'm not late. I have it scheduled for that time on purpose, because that's when I can be there. And I might still be late, but, like, it'll be an hour later than usual. Rar, I mean moi. Moi. Okay, I can't speak. Okie dokie. See you. Thank you. Bye!